I'm going to be showing you the 3 ways to create a community app. Through those 3 ways, I'm going to be showing you the tech options, the features, and which one I would choose. First up, here are the 3 ways that you could create a community app. You could use a platform such as Softer.io to create that kind of community. You could be using a platform that is made for communities, such as Podia or Circle.so. Or you could be using components like Daily.co to create your custom platform using a mixture of no-code or low-code platforms. Let's begin with our no-code options and why I would use something like Softer. If we look at the use cases and go down to online communities, this allows you to think about what kind of community you're trying to build. This is really important because a lot of times I hear people, students or clients say, I just want to create a community. I want to start creating passive income and all of these things, but they haven't really thought about what would the purpose of the community be? There's tons of types of communities. For example, are you going to be having a paid course community? Are you going with a members only community where the value is just being connected to different people and it's inclusive? The other one would be more of the startup community where you're just compiling or curating resources. So you're buying in to a paid community where you're getting a curation or exclusive deals. That's something to consider. Or also, I like this where it says the VC portfolio. This allows you to almost have just a directory, but I would say almost you could use this as the insider track. Perhaps you want to get funded if you're trying to go for VC money and you don't know who to talk to. You could actually create a community where it's a list of insiders and navigating that world. That would be something that you could do as well. Where are you? To bring it back to you, where are you in your journey of creating community? Do you already have a community that you've already established and you're looking for a platform, or you're thinking about just to get started with a community? To look at a successful example of someone that's done this is Max from 100 Days of No Code. This allows you to have a great community and to get started for free. And this is actually built with Softer, and then you're getting access to Slack as well. And when you're in this community, you meet tons of different people. You can start hanging out, asking questions. And also too, he has a cohort that gets started and it's open, I think quarterly right now, but now he has the community, but he also is having a one-to-many option where he's upselling into a cohort as well. That's using the power of Softer and using Slack to his advantage to building out his community. Another example of a platform that is exclusively meant for communities or bringing together your community would be Podia or Circle. Podia we use for all of our courses, for everything, but another great feature is they've really bolstered their community. In fact, from what it used to look like to now, they have made a focus on community. The benefits of using Podia is the platform had already mastered delivering courses and digital downloads, so now all of our systems work well together. If you have seen trends.vc, everything marketplaces, they use Circle.so, just one of many communities. I believe Pat Flynn's communities on this as well, yes. And Circle allows you to scale and expand a community experience. So the difference between Podia and Circle, I would say Podia it can do a lot with community, but also if you're trying to upsell, downsell, and do other things, that's what's great with Podia, among other things. We also have our affiliate program all tied into Podia. With Circle, it is meant for community and they're focused on new features. And also I like the design. It's really simplistic. It's nice to look at, and I'm in a few Circle communities, and I've seen this with different events using Circle as well. So they use it during the event, and then afterwards, they've already built the community because you've signed up for it during the event, and then they can phase into the next thing they want to do, launching another event, or just keeping the community that they built during the event active, and now it's meant for connecting with others and it primes you for their next event. So it's a win-win. My sleeper pick on this, actually, this was an AppSumo deal about a year ago, guestboard.co. It looks really nice. It's concise. I know it's meant for more of one event at a time, but if I was just getting started to see if I wanted to scale my community or if I had any traction at all, I would probably use Guestboard. This allows you to have a message board, chat, a photo wall, a schedule, group checklist. This is something to keep an eye on if you're just testing it out. And the pricing is very, very fair. If you're looking at this, right, if I'm just testing it out, it's free. And then when I'm getting higher, then I'm paying for more, right? But if I'm just getting started, why not try this out? And then if you need to migrate to a different platform or you like the experience of Guestboard, stay on Guestboard. We're looking at a third option. Now, this is, clear warning, you would need to have a background or need to be proficient using APIs or work with someone that would be able to help you with this. We've had a couple other videos in the past, and there are probably going to be links down below to get started with APIs, but the simple version is APIs allow different systems to talk to one another. This is more detailed. The other options, Softer, Podia, Circle, Guestboard, those are out of the box. You could get started. Using something like daily.co, you're going to have to be proficient in using APIs or being able to build with Bubble or other platforms that have a higher learning curve. I'm just saying that. But on the flip side, using something like daily.co can be a game changer. For example, there is an article that daily.co highlights how you could create something like Clubhouse using daily.co within a weekend. That's pretty powerful. And you can have customization. You can do a lot with that. You could use different platforms such as Bubble or others. You could check out clutch.io or Flutterflow. Check out those because they would have a lot more advanced functionality. You could use daily.co potentially to create that kind of experience in a weekend. And have the look and feel that you're looking for. Something to keep in mind. That's just using the audio experience. They also have the real-time video API. That's something impressive as well. In the comment section down below, let me know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to use something out of the box like Softer? Do you already have a community and you're looking to expand, something like that? Or you're looking for the functionality or flexibility as something like daily.co. Let's go into part number 3, which one I would choose. This really depends. This depends on what you're looking for. I'm serious. Because if you're just trying to validate your idea, I would go with Softer, actually. If I'm thinking about a paid community or I need something very quickly out of the box, I would use Softer to get started and to just get moving. If I already have an established community and I'm thinking about how to scale it, this depends on the functionality and what you're trying to do long-term with your business. For example, personally, I am trying to create a media company and to have a lot of different avenues coming back to the brand. I would choose Podia so I can have digital downloads. I can have courses, all of those things back into the community. Versus something like Trends VC or others have chosen Circle.so because they're focused on their community and scaling out, and they want just one kind of platform, one thing to do, and go from there. It's really up to what you're trying to do, where you are, all of those things. And then there are some that are like, I want to take on the big dog. I want to take on Facebook. I want to take on, newcomers like Clubhouse. I want to do my own thing. And you have that ambition, and you also have the skill level for something like daily.co. Really depends. Again, if I'm just getting started, MVP, I'm going with Softer. If I'm trying to scale, I would go with Podia. And if I was trying to take on the world, I would use daily.co. In the comment section down below, let me know which one you are. Where are you in those different categories? And if you like these kind of videos, make sure that you like and subscribe because we do this every single week. In the next video, you're going to be seeing how we use the top platforms in no code for this year.